Hey everyone, it's Shelly Belly Forever, and today I want to talk to you about Etsy shops. And if you don't have an Etsy shop, it's okay. Some of these tips can be applied to a YouTube shop as well. You might want to have an Etsy shop someday, or if you don't, it's fine. You can just some of these, you can use for YouTube shops. So, okay, the first thing that I want to talk about is I recently updated the look of my shop, and I found that updating it, you can see that I have sort of Alice in Wonderland theme going on with my name over here. I feel like updating it matched, my products more. So you want to make sure that the look of your shop matches what you're selling. And I'm selling kind of, like Alice in Wonderland theme things and little magical looking things. So I just felt like my old logo didn't really match what I was selling. So I decided to give my shop a little makeover, and this is what I came up with. So I feel like this just matches who I am a little better than my old one did. Also, another thing that you want to do if you set up an Etsy shop is be sure to create a profile. And the reason this is important is because while I was first joining Etsy, you could sit in on their little web, like live, I don't know, sort of shops. You can kind of sit in and watch those. And they were talking about profiles, and they're important because like people who don't have a profile are half as likely to make a sale as those who have a profile. And it kind of makes sense because if you're buying from someone, you already don't know who they are, and you can come here and just sort of get a sense of who they are. They're not a complete stranger. They're not just a name. So, I mean, if you're giving the choice, if you have two identical products, let's say, and you're given the choice between the two of them. One of them is, a shop with absolutely no information, no profile or anything. And then another one has a profile that tells a little bit about the person and, why these things are important to them. You're probably going to be likely to buy from the second. So just kind of keep that in mind, when you're creating your shop, or if you decide to give your shop a little makeover like I did. Just try to tell a little bit about yourself. I think that that's important. Another thing that I have found that helps me is this coupon code. Right now, for a limited time, this coupon code here will get someone free shipping when they order from me. So to create these, it's not that hard. You just go to, over here under promote, there is a coupon code section. And it's pretty simple. You just push create new coupon. You have to enter, a code, whatever you want it to be. And they have a few options. One's like free shipping. The other one is save 15% or something. And you can just activate it and deactivate it anytime. So, it's pretty easy. And I think that it helps with sales, especially this time of year. People are wanting to do holiday shopping. So they're kind of looking to save a little money, in the meantime. So I think it's a good idea. I have, shipping is expensive. It can get expensive, especially when you're shipping, like, I have an eBay, I sell on eBay as well, and I'm shipping like 8 to 10 packages twice a week with my eBay, so it can get expensive, but in the meantime, you're making more sales, so just keep that in mind. Another thing that has helped me, like, extremely, my sales have gone, like, right now, I have like 35 sales. It's jumped up like so much recently because of the renew button, and I don't know if you guys know about the renew button, but it's when you click on an item. Let me see if I can do it here. Okay, go to your shop, and let's say like one of these items, let's pick the Harry Potter books here that I have for sale. I listed these a few days ago, and I can hit the renew button, and what this does is it bumps your item up to the top of the search page, and it doesn't relist it twice in your shop, that's what I thought that it did, so I never used it. But what it does, like let's say someone searches for Harry Potter. Well, these books are probably going to be, let's see, it says I relisted it yesterday, so it's been, okay. These books, normally, if I haven't listed them in a while, they would be several pages down when someone searches for Harry Potter. And when you normally search, just kind of think of yourself searching for an item. You know, most of the time you're not going to go through 20 pages to search for something. So what the renew button will do is it will bump your item up to the very top. It's a newly listed item, so it does cost the 20 cents to relist it, but I mean, I've done this a few times with a couple of my items, and they've sold, like some of them have sold in the same day. So I highly recommend, if you have a little bit of extra money, you know, and you don't mind, like especially if you haven't listed anything in a while and you can't figure out why you're not selling something, definitely try to relist your items or renew them, because I mean, they make it really easy. You can click on all of these and then you can just hit renew, and it'll automatically bump them up to the top of your shop. It'll bump them up to the top of the search page. When you go here to, when other people who are in your circle go here to their activity, they will see your item newly listed over here. So, I mean, it will really help your sales. So I highly recommend that you do that. So, the second thing, well, not second, but the next thing that I wanted to talk about is pricing. And some people are kind of confused about pricing. I was too at first. And what I've learned is it is definitely good to have a wide variety of prices in your shop. And some of my items are fairly affordable. You know, here's one for $3.99. And then I think my highest priced item right now is $24. I'm pretty sure. I had a few other things that were $24. So, I mean, you can go about it two ways. Some people think that it's best to have lower prices, you know, until you become more established, and then raise your prices slightly. Other people feel like it's best to relate price with quality, which is okay in my mind, because I mean, if someone is looking for something and they see that it's expensive, you know, more pricey, they're automatically going to think, you know, this is something high quality. It's just subconsciously what they're going to think. So definitely think about your pricing, and don't be afraid to price it a little high. Because if someone wants it bad enough, they'll be more than willing to pay the extra few dollars and, you know, get something that they believe is high quality. So that's a good idea. And another thing is shipping, and this kind of has two parts to it. The first part I want to talk about shipping is the price. Definitely make sure that you are charging enough for shipping to where you're not going to take a hit when it comes to that, because I learned that when I started. The standard is at like $1.71 for something very small. Like, to ship one of these in the United States, it would just be $1.71. And, you know, they're pretty small, so that's what I would charge. But then I would want delivery confirmation and things like that, and I was always losing money when it came to shipping. So I charge a flat $2.50 now for shipping. So I recommend that you do that. Something, calculate all of your cost, the cost of the envelopes. You have to pay gas to get to the post office. You want to make sure that you're getting enough money from the sale so you're not going to lose any money. Okay, this next part is about shipping, and it is something that I extremely 100% highly recommend, and that is delivery confirmation. When you deliver something, this is going to help the other person know that you sent it, and you are going to know that they received it. So it really cuts down on scammers. I know a lot of people on YouTube, including myself, have been scammed by someone who says, "Oh, I didn't get your package, so can you send it again?" or something like that. And to me, I'm like, okay, I have delivery confirmation, so I will tell you if you got it. And yeah, I've been scammed before, so unfortunately back then when I was scammed, I did not have delivery confirmation. So yeah, from now on, these are all of my delivery confirmation notices, and here's my kitty from the past couple of weeks, and it is an extra 80 cents, so that's why a lot of people don't get it, but it will save you a lot of hassle. And like, there are a couple people, like 2009 Ladybug Z, she and I are package buddies, and we trade stuff, more often than just normal trades. So, and I trust her, so I don't have to get one of these, but I like to get it that way if there is a mistake, with the mail system, or she could just look up and say, "Oh, I'm expecting her package this day." So, it's just out of convenience as well. If you're selling on Etsy, it is definitely a good thing to get delivery confirmation. It's just a nice service. You can include it in your listing that, the price of shipping includes delivery confirmation, and more than likely the person is going to be happy to pay the extra shipping just to have a number. And what you do is you go to USPS.com, and you enter these numbers at the top, and that will tell the person, like, when is the last time that your package has been checked in. It can tell the exact time that you mailed it. It can tell what day that the package will be delivered. So those of you that have YouTube shops, when you trade, I highly recommend that you get delivery confirmation. It's also called a tracking number. They're the same thing. Ask for it when you ship a package. It's an extra 80 cents, but it will prevent you from being scammed. So just please keep that in mind. The last thing that I want to talk about with Etsy shops is advertising. And what I recommend if you have a YouTube channel is to post a link to your shop at the bottom of all of your videos. There are a couple of people who I'm subscribed to that say they have Etsy shops, and I still have yet to find them. I have no idea what their Etsy is called, how to get to it, or anything. So I highly recommend going through all of your videos, and it's a little time consuming, but just visit your Etsy shop, copy the link to your shop, and then go to all of your videos where you can edit all the info. Go to the comment section, or the info section of your video, and paste it there. That way, if you need me to do a video on that, I can do it to show you how to do it, but I just recommend doing that. It just gives you the extra exposure. It lets people, like, if they're looking at your video and you have something that they like, something that you're showing in an update, they might want to see more of your stuff. They might be interested in buying. So wherever you can make a sale, definitely try to. So I hope this helped a little bit. Please let me know if you have any questions.